Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is in a different location, as you guys can see, because I'm actually on holidays in Queensland at the moment. So that is why I am sitting in a place that is not my bedroom or my beauty room, but that's okay. So today's video is going to be a part one of a two-part haul. And so part one of this haul is going to be a beauty haul, and part two will be the fashion, because I've done quite a bit of shopping since I've been on holidays. And I really wanted to share it with you guys. So, the beauty portion of this haul is going to revolve around Sephora. I'm so excited. They have a Sephora in Sydney. They actually have two in Sydney, and they are opening one in Melbourne soon. So when they do that, I will go and spend my money there. But because we didn't have one in Melbourne, we sort of made a special trip to Sephora in Sydney, and I picked up a few bits and pieces that I wanted to share with you today in this haul. So I'm pretty excited. It's a reasonable sized haul, so I figured we'd just jump straight into it so we're not here all day. Things are pretty boring. They are actually these little loofahs. So these were something my husband just saw in there for $2, which was a great deal considering they're normally probably $5 each. And so we just picked up a green and a black one just to replace the ones we have at home, because you should really replace your loofahs pretty often, otherwise they get a bit gross. Okay, and now on to the actual exciting beauty products of the haul. So, the first thing I see in the bag is my beauty blender. So I actually have a beauty blender. You guys may have seen me use it in a couple of my videos now, and I love it. So I picked up a backup of my beauty blender for when that one starts to get a bit manky or destroyed. This will just be a backup on that one. If you guys haven't seen the beauty blender, it's just a makeup sponge that you wet with water, squeeze it out, and it expands to about this big. And then you squeeze out all the excess and you use it to apply your foundation, and it's just amazing. I absolutely love it. The next thing I picked up was actually something that I picked up because while we were in the store, I was swatching a lot of things on the back of my hands, and they had samples of this all over the store to use, and it is amazing. It was the Sephora Waterproof Eye Makeup Remover, and this just removed everything. Like, I had liquid lipsticks, I had eyeliners, I had everything all over the back of my hand, and in one swipe they were all gone. So for $14, it is a pretty decent sized bottle. You just shake it up and it removes makeup amazingly. So I'm actually really impressed with this, and I will definitely be using this as my makeup remover from now on. Next thing in the bag is my Makeup Forever Mist and Fix 02 spray. This is just a little sample size. The woman in Sephora was telling me about the Makeup Forever brand, which I was pretty interested about actually, because I know a little bit about the brand, but not as much as she was telling me. Apparently it was designed for swimmers, so all the makeup is waterproof because it was designed for swimmers, which I think is pretty cool. And so she recommended me this spray, so I picked up the little mini version to give it a go before I jump and take the plunge for the big one. I just thought this one for 30ml would be a good travel size one, and also a good tester size. So it is the Makeup Forever Mist and Fix Makeup Setting Spray, long lasting and moisturizing. So yeah, it's this little bottle, but I think it's pretty cool. Continuing on with the sample size products, I also picked up a sample of the It Cosmetics Your Skin But Better CC Cream. I've heard everybody on YouTube rave about this, and I really wanted to give it a go, although I don't really need any more base products, so I thought I would pick up the sample size, which was pretty affordable, and give it a go just to see how I liked it, and if I really liked it then I can pick up the full size one as well. So this is just a little 12ml bottle. It looks exactly like the big one, just sort of like a mini version of the big one, which I think is pretty cute. And yeah, this would be pretty good to get a decent sized tester out of it, I guess. I got it in medium, but I think light would have been a better colour, but that's okay. I'm going to test it out while I'm a bit tanned as well. I also picked up I was looking for a cream eyeshadow. I love my MAC paint pots, don't get me wrong, but I was looking for something maybe a little bit long wearing, because those can crease on me at the end of the day. And so I went in and I looked up at the Makeup Forever Aqua Cream Waterproof Cream Colour eyeshadows, and I swatched it on the back of my hand, and a couple of seconds later I went to wipe it off and it was stuck. It was not coming off. And so that kind of drew my attention to it, and they're not very expensive. It was $36, which is pretty good actually. It's not that much more expensive than the MAC counterpart, I guess. And I got mine in the shade 12, which is this beautiful copper shade. So it is this sort of bronzy, coppery sort of shade, which is just beautiful. And I thought that this would be really good for sort of everyday wear, and not just sort of like going out. It's sort of good for every day. They don't actually have names on them, it's just 12. But yeah, the lady in the store really recommended these to me. She said they were really good products and they swatched really well on my hand, and I actually struggled to get them off, which was pretty exciting. The next thing I picked up was something that I'd never actually heard a lot about. I've heard of the brand, it's Kat Von D. I'd heard a lot about the shade and light palette, but I'd never heard anything about these Monarch Butterfly eyeshadow palettes. Similar sort of design as the shade and light palette, but it had a different sort of colour scheme, and I really like this one. I don't know what the actual name of the palette is. It doesn't actually have the name, I guess. But as soon as I saw it, I was incredibly impressed with the quality and also the colours. I thought these would be right up my alley. So the packaging looks like this. It's beautiful. It's got this gold butterfly on the front. It's got all the colours on the back in between butterfly wings, and then it's got this big mirror just here, and then it's got the shades. So I'm trying not to blind you guys. These are all of the shades. So there's a good mixture of sort of matte and shimmery sort of shades, but I was really interested in these sort of red and gold ones, but I thought they'd be really good for sort of an everyday neutral look as well as a smoky look, because it's got some bronze shades in there as well. So the palettes are pretty sturdy and they're decent size colours, which I thought was pretty good. So I'd never heard anything about this particular palette, but they also had another sort of shade range as well, but this one just drew me to it and I really liked it, and I think this was about $60, which is not too bad for a makeup palette, so I'm pretty excited about that one. Continuing with the Kat Von D trend, everyone and their mother on YouTube goes on about these everlasting liquid lipsticks. So I picked up two shades. So I picked up Bachelorette, which is this beautiful sort of magenta pink colour, which you guys can see. It's coming up a little bit more red on camera, but it's definitely more of a pink sort of colour. But it's really lovely, and they're very matte. They dry very matte on my hand. And yeah, I've heard really good things about them, so I thought I'd pick up a couple of the colours. The packaging in this is just absolutely beautiful. The second colour I picked up was Outlaw, which is a vibrant red, which as soon as I swatched it, I was like, yes, I need this in my life. So this is the colour. It is coming out pretty true to colour. It may be a little bit darker in real life, but like I said, it's called Outlaw. And yeah, it dried super matte. They took ages to get off. I had to use the makeup remover to take them off. They weren't coming off. They didn't smudge. They just felt really nice. And let's just take a moment to appreciate this beautiful packaging. Like, it's just gorgeous. But yeah, so I picked up two of those, which I thought were a pretty good deal. Last two things that I picked up were actually the first two things that I picked up in the store, and that's just the Sephora brand. And so when I went in there, I specifically went over to the Sephora brand to check out some more of them. So I went over and I found these two colours. So the first one is Walk on the Wild Side, which is this olive green colour, which is absolutely beautiful, and I thought with my green eyes this would look so nice. And also for sort of more like autumnal or winter weather, it's not going to be as bright on the eyes, but it's also not as harsh as black. And then also, because I've been loving the bright colours, I picked up Eccentric Diva, which is this beautiful sort of bright purple colour, which is lovely as well. So these were, I think, $16, which is an amazing deal for us here in Australia. That's probably the price of a drugstore eyeliner, and these are amazing. The staying power on these was just phenomenal. I love my blue one. It does not come off unless I want it to, which is great. And I swatched these on my hands in the store, and the next day I still hadn't come off because I hadn't used makeup remover on my hand since then, and I was scrubbing in the shower and struggling to get it off. So I think for the price range, they are an amazing product, and when they come to Melbourne, I will be picking up more colours of these because I think they are just beautiful. I may even pick up the black one because I swatched that in the store and it was like beautiful black, which is beautiful. So those were the last two products that I picked up, and that is everything in my Sephora haul. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you check out part 2, which will be the fashion haul, which I have just over here, which I'm going to film after this one. But make sure you check that out. Make sure you subscribe so you know when that is uploaded as well, and give it a thumbs up if you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys are having a fantastic week, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!